Hi, family. So I'm Latesha Parks, your purpose girl. And of course, I go by the alias She Writes to Inspire. Now, the name is self explanatory. My main and only aim is to inspire and to empower not only the people around me in my circle, but everyone, people near and far, young, old, small, great, everybody. Now, I am a 23-year-old philanthropist. Guys, I love helping and giving back to people. That's one of my passion, something that really drives me and pulls me. And I'm also an author. So I just want to stop by today to talk to you guys about one of my books, my very first book, my brainchild, my baby. It's called, it's called A Tester and Testimony. Not sure if you guys can see it. hmm A Tester and Testimony. This book, within this book, holds a great deal of my existence. It takes you to it. It takes you through a journey, through my journey. It takes you on a personal journey of how I went through intergenerational trauma and how I managed to overcome. This book showcases my journey through sexual, emotional, physical, and domestic abuse. It showcases how I managed to pull through to get to where I am today. And because I write to inspire, as I mentioned earlier, it also gives you steps of how you too can overcome. Because I don't just want to just tell you about my journey and leave it there, but I want to help you guys with practical steps of how you can do it too. Because the truth is, abuse is not something you get over, and no two person is going to be the same. No two journeys are going to be the same. But abuse is something that you get through. It's a process, it's a step. And some people take shorter time, some people take longer time. But at the end of the day, I want us all to get through if it is something that we had to endure. And so I've laid my truth out in a book to inspire and to empower you to understand that though these things are common, though they can happen to any of us, we do not have to be held back by it. Now, the book, as I mentioned, it showcases my personal journey. Um, it shows you guys my family, how it comes down in my family line. It goes into detail about my childhood, how I was grown, what happened to me during those years. It also goes further to take you guys a bit into my adulthood and some things that would have happened there as well. You know, um, to be honest, today I view it really different because I realized that going through these things helped to carve me to become who I am today. And the truth is, guys, I at first this wasn't a book. I really didn't have anybody to talk to much. Uh, and let's put it this way, I was scared to talk to people. Because the truth is, when you have an abuser, your abuser threat, threatens you and make you not want to speak to anybody. So I did not want to speak to anybody. I was really afraid of people. And, I was thinking of what everybody else would say and the fact that they would judge me and how it would go, especially being that one of my abusers were my dad, so that would definitely come with some sort of ridicule. And so I took to my people because In my mind, my paper understood me best. My paper would hold my tears and it would not speak of it. My paper would not judge me. And so I started writing this book. Well, I started writing way back before this became a book. And it was just me jotting down stuff, Uh, and then it came together last year, and I published this book in June 2020, and it's been doing extremely well. And I'm extremely proud of this book because it made me realize a lot of things. For one, it makes me realize that a lot of people, so many people, both young, old, ages in between, are going through abuse. You know, I I had classmates reach out to me, persons who I went to school with, to say, I went through the same thing. And deep down, like that really touched me because I'm like, oh my God, I went to school with these people and I didn't even know that they were going through the same thing. You know, I remember a young lady texted me after she read it, and she also went through abuse. She found me on social media and she messaged me. I didn't even know she bought my book or anything like that. She messaged me and she was like, I read you 12 steps, and I've been doing this course for the last 6 years. I've been trying to formulate this course for the last 6 years, but I'm actually gonna go ahead and do it. And I was extremely proud of her to take the step to say I started something and I'm gonna go ahead to finish it. And 6 months later, she messaged me again to say, I've completed the course and I'd love for you to go over it and review it. And like that just makes me feel so good because I'm like, yes, girl, you did it. You did it, you know? And my cousin as well. She read my book. I didn't even know that my cousin bought my book because we went to school together, but the truth is we haven't really had a relationship. She bought the book and she messaged me and she was like, I read your book and it inspired me to write my own story. And that was when I knew that my cousin also went through abuse, you know? And so it makes me really happy. I'm extremely elated to know that lives are being touched and people are being inspired and people are being empowered and people are speaking their truth. So, guys, I just want to encourage you today. Definitely get your copy. Definitely get your copy. And I also want you to know that, listen, speak your truth. Don't be ashamed to tell the world your story. It might be hard, it might be really heartbroken. It might come with a lot of judgment and ridicule, but don't be afraid to tell your story. And this is why your story will empower somebody. Someone is banking on you to get through the things you're going through in order for them to live. Somebody is banking on you to overcome what you went through in order for them to realize that I can also get through this and uh, I do not have to give into it. And that's the truth. That is the truth. Because guys, as simple as it seems, you know, as simple as it seems, it happens to a lot of people. And I want people to know and understand that though these things are common, though they may happen to any one of us despite class, race, color, or anything, we do not have to be held back by it. We do not have to be held down by it. We do not have to bow out because of it, you know? So that's pretty much what I want to say, guys. So it's called A Testern Testimony by Latesha A. It is available on Amazon. For those of you in Jamaica, you can definitely reach out to me and, of course, get your copy. You can also follow me on Facebook and social media. And Facebook and social media. You can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram. at She Writes to Inspire or Letitia Parks. Pretty much, you guys can feel free to reach out to me at any time. I'll always respond, no matter how crazy it seems or what you have to say or how often you'll have to message. I'll definitely respond. Right? But until then, guys, get your copy and leave a review as well. Let me know how this touched you or how it touched somebody else that you know that you shared it with. And as I always say, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend about a tester and testimony.